Hello, Exiles. Just want to record a quick video because yesterday, day 22 of the league, I farmed a headhunter. Well, actually, it took me a little bit longer than just one day. I spent probably the last 5 days grinding Alva maps, or not Alva maps, but just maps with Alva or incursion inside. And while it's not glamorous, I was able to do that and save up for a headhunter. So I just want to make a quick video on how to do it because there may be some people out there that are having trouble getting currency, and they might be looking for a strat that they can do on white maps or any type of map. You can do this on tier 1 or tier 16, whatever your tolerance is, and you want to do whatever you can that where you're not going to die, because it's also nice for just getting experience as you're doing it if you're not dying all the time. But it basically gives you, I would say, depending on how fast you're doing them, 3 to 5 divines an hour. That's a guesstimate. I didn't really track it, but every day I was making about 10 divines on average and playing for a few hours a day. So if you want to stick around, I'll show you how to do it. It's pretty straightforward. You need 3 maps. Like I said, they can be white. You don't need to juice anything. The only um, scarab you need is the incursion scarab of timelines. You want to use that on the last map that you run. You just check Alva to make sure I've got a fresh temple. If you've never done Alva before, it's pretty straightforward. You start with a map. Some of the rooms are open, and as you run the different incursion instances, uh, there are a certain amount per map, either 3 or 4, depending on how you set up your atlas. So as you run the incursions, you'll be able to change these rooms depending on which architect you kill. There'll be 2 architects in the room, and you'll see more of this as we go through it. But these rooms will change. Like this one's a jeweler's workshop. This one is nothing right now. It's basically a blank room. This is a tier 1 sparring room. This increases monster critical throughout the temple, and it contains just full of weapons. Basically, this is worthless. This is worthless. Looking for 2 in particular. The ones we're looking at for are Corruption Chamber and Doryani's Institute. So corruptions and gems. Now, um, how we build it, it's pretty straightforward. We're just going to jump into a quick map. Doesn't really matter which map. You don't need to do boss or anything with the strat, even though I was doing the boss, I just found it kind of fun to do in, in 10 boss fight, 10 maps to do with it. It slowed them a little bit. Basically, want to go to the map until you get to an incursion. Maybe before we jump in, let me just show you the atlas tree. Pretty straightforward. Almost all of this is optional. The ones that are not optional are here in the middle. You definitely got to take these. You need killing non-resident architects. The map has 40% chance, so source reallocation to add an additional upgrade here to the surviving architect's room. And then unique tested development. Killing resident architects in your map adds their upgrades here to the surviving architect's room. So these are more helpful for getting tier 3s in your map. The other ones are pretty much optional. Let's see if any other one that really makes a difference. Not really. This one probably you want. It's the one that has each map do 4 incursions, so you're going to be doing more incursions per map. But with that said, right off the bat here, we've got Jim Cutter's workshop. This is the one that you're looking for. It's one of the ones, it's like the second best. If this room gets tier 3, this map will be worth about 75 C. So this looks like we went to the step one because that was the one we identified as the Jim Cutter's workshop. Let me turn my desktop audio down a little bit. So we identified that one as the Gem Cutter's Workshop. You'll notice as I kill monsters, this little bar fills up. Once there's no more monsters left in the incursion, and that bar will be completely filled up. And you see there's a timer counting down. If it gets to 0, I'll be kicked out. These cursed treasures will reduce timer, but will give me a currency drop. The currency drops are not great. You can see there's these red pieces, and what I'm looking for is a green passage stone that would allow me to open a new door. I didn't get one this time, but I've changed this room now to the Gem Cutter's room, and it's gone to Tier 2, Department of Thaumaturgy. It's great, a good start to this map. If I get it to Tier 3, like I said, it'll be worth 75C, and it can all go up from there if I get Corruption Chamber as well. Both those on the map at the same time would be a dime. So as you can see, we're just kind of running through the map. You might pick up some chaos here. You can do the type of instances only just so we down part of the strategy. You can grab this kind of stuff if you want. Like I said, it's not really going to help you anyway. But if you want that kind of stuff, do it. So this one, either one of these are important, but I can choose. I take this opportunity to connect these rooms. Okay, I don't want to die. I go in portal, doesn't really matter which architect choose to kill. I'm just going to kill one. There I got a passage stone. Now I can connect this room to another one of the rooms in the temple. And that'll just help as I go through. The more of these I can get up to Tier 3, the better. But the only real ones I'm looking for, like I said, are going to be the Corruption Chamber and the Gem, Doryani's Institute. Okay, so I'm just going to try to cruise on through and get to the next instance. There's our girl Alva. Okay, jump in. Hollow Metal, Attainment Chamber. I'll just go ahead and upgrade this one and try to open up a passage. Neither one is one that we're literally looking for. So as we see, the monsters are super easy inside these. They're in pretty big packs, and we can just easily kill them. So it's pretty straightforward strategy. In order to do it effectively, movement speed is important, and then pack clear is important because blowing up the big pack is just going to make so you have more time. If you can't clear this stuff fast enough, you won't have enough time to open the rooms and everything. So
Good job, Exile.
all right, so we're cruising on to the next one. As fast as you can go. Try an empowerment. That can be good if I get if it's connected to our dim or to a corruption chamber. Then, well, I don't really remember which one it was. Was it this one? That's performance. I may have been the wrong one. Not for sure. I was not really paying attention, but I wanted to do the Shrine Empowerment. I think it was the bottom one. See if there's stone around here anywhere. Yeah, okay. I'm just opening up a temple. It's gonna be good. And there, I'm gotta.
Good job, Exile.
The only thing that's gonna slow you down is selling temples that you've created. So here I'm selling the Doryani's Institute for 75C. If I probably should have invited before I'm back, but whatever. It doesn't look like they're coming. No problem. Okay. get a lot of interest because these are easy to sell. That's one of the reasons why. It's just an easy strat. It's easy to get the temples. It's easy to sell them. They're in pretty high demand, and the price has only gone up in the last week and probably will only continue to go up. Was I supposed to do this temple? I'm not really sure.
The temple looms closer.
Okay, I've completed the mission, so I can just leave. I don't have to do the boss. That's optional. Okay, Desert Swing. That's a terrible map to do the boss on, so I'm definitely not going to do the boss here. So I'm trying to think. After the third, so after this map, we're going to use the Scarab in the map device. What that's going to do is it's going to duplicate our temple, but randomize the levels of rooms.
There you are.
So good, we have this chance. This will be able to upgrade this to Doryani Institute. This will guarantee that at least one of our maps is going to be worth 75 C minimum. Okay, so go ahead and upgrade. Get the stone. Connect.
Good job.
All right.
They should call that rooms Alva.
At this point, there's really not much else that we need to be worried about. We're just finding the temples as fast as we can. And
There you are.
we're looking now for, want to try to find a
Let's
corruption chamber that would increase the value of our current map. This one is not a corruption chamber, so no big deal. We're just gonna kill one of the architects, and we're gonna look for a stone. We're gonna open up the room. And you're gonna get up.
Good job, Exile.
And on to next.
There
Okay,
you are.
workshop lightning.
It's time. Hello.
This one, I mean, we could just decide not to do it. But I'll pretty much do it. There's no zones in this one. If all this stuff was connected. Now we're looking for our left. Incursion.
There you are.
Corruption chamber. Sweet.
Ah,
So even if we can't get this up to tier 3, it's not a huge deal because it will give us a chance for our randomized map to have corruption chamber on it. And so that's just a chance at 144C, and the chance for this one, if we can get it up to tier 3, for this map be worth the buying. So it's great when you find both of the rooms they're looking for.
good job.
This mission is complete. And we're out. So on to the next one. Now in our last incursion, we're going to put in the Scarab of Timelines. And then we run a map. And then the last one will drop. And then when we kill this final monster or the final architect and we go back to the town, we'll be able to grab a our map chronicle from Alva. We all want to make sure that we take the temple, even if it's not worth anything, because it won't let us do a new temple until we take the old one. Okay, so Bank Hall, Sacrificial Chamber. Sacrificial Chamber is like the third tier. It's the one that we would definitely want to get if we could choose it, but not at the expense of the Doryani or the Corruption Chamber. The Sacrificial Chamber will allow you to kind of enhance a unique by sacrificing a unique or give you random unique item type. It's possible to chance, a unique belt. Headhunter on Mage Blood using that strategy. So, as always, if you see it and you can't get and it's not at the expense of one of the two better ones, then go ahead and take it. It's not going to increase the value of the map. It might be beneficial for the person running the map. And if you do the map yourself, it would be beneficial for you. And just add a little bit more of value to that.
There you are. Ready to Let's go. Good job.
Okay, 2 more.
There you are. Ready to It's time.
We'll upgrade the Shrine of Empowerment. The little curse treasures are definitely optional.
Good job.
They very rarely give you anything good. I've gotten 2 divines, 1 divine on 2 occasions, maybe in about 140 masters. So it's definitely not something you're gonna be making a ton of, but it gives you an extra thing to do if you're looking for extra things to do. It's, to be honest, probably not worth it. All right, here's the last temple. So we didn't get the corruption chamber, which is kind of lame. But like we said, when we finish this map, we'll have a chance at the other map rolling the tier 3. So we're just gonna go down here, kill this guy. For me, I like the experience, and that's one of the reasons why I'm running these white is just because I don't want to die.
Good job,
Now this is gonna drop a itemized map. It will be randomized. We'll go back to town and we'll check it out, see if it's worth anything, and then we'll take the temple from Alva. And so it's probably that took us about 15 minutes to run 3 maps. That could definitely be improved.
The location.
And let's see. We got the Locus of corruption, so that is 145 chaos. And we made 70 here, so 3 maps. Got a little, 1.3 divs, 3 maps. 15 minutes, you run 4 in an hour, you're making your 5 divines. And if you do some type of a strategy where you've got all of your stones and you increase the map chance, you might get a tier 17 map every once in a while, and that's going to increase your wards too. And of course, there's always chances for other types of things that will jump in the map. I got Vaal Oligarchs, that's pretty lucky. Raw divines, drop, and just stuff like that. I mean, you're obviously going to get some of those wards just by running the map content as you're looking for this stuff. So there's a slight boost to your divines per hour, just as you're going to find stuff like that. But as far as the strategy itself, you can easily make the 5 lines an hour, and it's pretty straightforward, very consistent. Don't need a strong character to do it. It can be done on tier 1 white maps, and it's a good strategy to just get your character built up and to, if you want, save up for a headhunter. So I hope you've got something from the video. Look, we're just selling one of these for a divine. So it is possible to make money with Alva. So that person was willing to buy more if I had them. So I mean, these sell pretty fast. So I don't think there's anything much more for me to say about it. It's a good strat, it's consistent, and have a great day. Hope that helps.